This is Pastor Huber, and you are listening to The Expanded View. Today, the human race is changing and spontaneously awakening to the fact that this physical world is a discordant, chaotic time frame. But that's no news there to you who are listening. Living standards and habit patterns from the past are really no longer applicable in these present times. Let's explore this. Down through time, we have always been guided by those who understood higher principles and the true reality of our existence. This was often hidden knowledge from the average person who was so steeped in the belief systems that life was just on the physical plane that they refused to open up to any other way of thinking. Indeed, down through the past 1,000 years particularly, there is evidence of persecution of individuals who dared to bring in anything other than the generally accepted dogmas. Former occult or hidden teachings had attempted to explain cosmic consciousness along with the truth of physical evolution on a planetary scale. Their explanations often fell short of true higher awareness, for they themselves were, as interpreters, shrouded with karmic, spiritual, and racial carryovers from previous sociological forms. However, the more advanced mystical teachings such as the Kabbalah, the Vedic interpretations, and even certain evangelic Christian doctrines held the truth. So, through these systems, you might say that humankind was programmed to understand that they were in part strangers in a strange land with creative potential to bring the harmony of the earth under universal or cosmic order. In the present day, many individuals are experiencing conscious evolution, which means that prior unknown aspects of the holistic system of themselves are now being revealed and explored. Life is being questioned about what is going on outside of self as well as within. Now, in the great big picture, this is in order to rescue the total human family from continuing to create destruction. So, what is going on is an evolutionary transitional stage. This heightening consciousness of each individual who is experiencing this change occurs from preconditioned and precisely timed inner stimulation. Within each person, there is a preset timing for spiritual awakening. There are many ways this can happen, and it is not the same for everyone. For instance, you hear on various television programs evidence of people going through some dramatic or traumatic situation after which they essentially changed their life. They see the need to help others in ways which were not really in their thinking before. However, the most human beings on earth have their other inspirations. Some might become dissatisfied with their life or even their religion, which often sets them off searching for something better. They set out to find themselves, as it used to be called a few decades ago. And I am sure that there are other unique events that could spur an individual on. For many, there is the possibility that inner dimensions of self begin to communicate with the individual, and this had never happened before. New vivid dreams and other psychic input will send the individual off to find out what is happening, and it is very important that they do find out. All over the world, this inner stimulation began in the late 1950s within many souls and is accelerating every year. It is important to note that while some individuals are aware they are changing, others are not. Those who do realize they are entering into the evolutionary transitional stage know that their belief systems will change and even society will change. It has been foretold in the past that even the physical body will have to alter in the future to accommodate this heightened state. I think it's important to say here that those who have turned to drugs instead of seeking a healthy route of self-discovery for their inner unrest or unhappiness are not having a spiritual awakening. They are in deep trouble spiritually and hopefully will be able to extricate themselves from this dark delusional space. Now, going on to what I had said before, there are two ways the unfoldment process happens: the spontaneous one and the premeditated one. Both are the same in their central effects because both bring changes to an individual's belief system as well as enhancing their mental abilities. In addition, alterations are also occurring in the body's energy systems. The opening of the chakras, which are the energy vortices, requires new types of therapies to balance and stabilize the body's chemistry. Alignment is taking place throughout the individual's holistic system of body, mind, emotions, and spirit, because little by little, adaptation to a new order of future life experience is happening. With this quantum step, it becomes necessary for those experiencing this change to take personal responsibility to understand their position in the new order of humankind. In other words, these individuals must create living conditions consistent with balance and proper maintenance of the body, while at the very same time developing a positive attitude, even though there is much negativity existing around them in the world. In time, this freeing of the spirit, which this process is, will elevate and enhance the true creative potential for all of humankind. So today the takeaway is stay positive so you can be part of the new positive world which is rapidly forming. For more insight please visit www.ccwh.com and follow us on Facebook at Community Chapel of Holistic Healing.